Every glitch in Borderlands 2 has been covered 1,000 times, and I'm pretty sick of seeing exactly the same Gunzerker damage glitch or boring XP glitch. So I've compiled 5 fun and lesser known glitches to share with you guys. In no particular order, coming up first we have launch glitches. The first one is located here in Iridium Blight. All you need to do is make your way to this location, have the bandit technical with the barrel, and boost off the edge. You can actually jump over the death barrier. It is quite finicky, but as long as you get a good jump, you will make it over. Then, as long as you boost forward through the map, you will be launched into the sky. There's many different outcomes, but pretty cool. The next one is located in the Arid Nexus Boneyards. You can actually run straight through this rock at the location. Then all you need to do is sprint along these rocks, and when you've reached the end, this warning symbol will appear on your screen, and then you will launch straight into the sky. Now you are going to die, but I think it's a pretty good trade-off for a cool launch glitch. Next up, we are in the dust. You're going to wait for the caravan to spawn, take out its escorts, then it's going to stop for a little bit, but as long as you carry on waiting, he is going to reverse and continue on. All you need to do is follow closely behind him, make sure not to hit him too hard or your car will blow up. Wait for him to get to the gate and you will teleport across the map and get launched. Now that was pretty unlucky, but you can get some pretty good ones. Coming up next, we have the double damage glitch, also known as the double shot glitch. Now this is going to be pretty hard to pull off, so I'm going to go through the steps here. The first one is shoot, then shoot, click R just afterwards, that's going to cause the double shot to happen. Then the proper one is shoot, hold R, and then use the scroll wheel to swap weapons. You can also do this by shooting, clicking R and then melee to cancel the reload animation. The whole point of this glitch is mainly for doing raid bosses. This is obviously because when performing it, you can't exactly move around. Next up, we have the insanely fun infinite action skill glitch. Now, I am going to clarify, you are going to need the Captain Scarlet DLC for this, because you have to kill Mr. Bubbles without hurting little sis in order to get the little Eevee, and all of this is located in Magni's Lighthouse. So I'm going to recommend, when performing this glitch, only having 2 weapons in your inventory. It's going to make it much easier. Then you're going to want to empty the magazine until you get to 0 and it starts reloading. Now you can see on screen, we're swapping between the first weapon and back to the little Eevee. Make sure this first weapon does not show at all or the glitch won't work. You're going to want to wait for the click to happen, so make sure you have headphones on, and every time that click happens, swap weapons. Personally, I'd recommend doing this maybe 20 to 30 times, and that's roughly the point where the action skill gets pretty broken. But once you've reached that, swap to the first weapon, and then open your inventory, swap the little Eevee out for any gun, doesn't matter which, you can fill up your inventory again. And this glitch won't actually go away until you save quit, so feel free to use this just as much as you want. So I'm going to show it off with 0, but you can do it on any character, especially Maya and Axton. That's pretty crazy. Make sure to try it out yourself and let me know how it goes. But as you can see, as soon as you kill an enemy, my action skill is just back up, so just go on a pretty crazy killing spree, using my action skill to vanish every single time. The next one is going to be 0 specific, and it's going to be stacking gun damage up to 10,000%. The best way to do this is going to be using a low level hive, so I do recommend picking one up before you start this. And I also recommend going to Hater's Folly for the respec station next to enemies, but this can be performed anywhere, such as Sanctuary with the training dummy. Going through the glitch now, basically you're going to want to spec into Rising Shot. And the whole point is you're going to shoot the hive in order to get those 5 Rising Shot stacks, then go to the respec station and remove all your skills. Then quickly, if you don't do it quickly, it is going to run out. Quickly respec back into Rising Shot, and as you can see, we just got to 10. So quickly undo it and respec, and if you notice the Rising Shot stop, just shoot another hive and wait again. All you need to do is keep repeating this process over and over and over until you have enough. But obviously keep in mind it is going to stop at 999. However, it is quite a long process. So if I just skip ahead here, as you can see in the bottom, I'm going to have over 100 stacks. You can do this on your raid bosses or whatever you want to beat. But I'm just going to test it out on OP10 on some of the enemies around here. And as you can see, it's really powerful. Just imagine it with 999 and on Terramorphous, for example. So again, this isn't going to go until you save quit, so enjoy, have fun. Before I show you the final glitch here, we're going to have a honourable mention to drop in weapons. That is because obviously dropping weapons isn't a glitch, it's just a keybind you can do in the game, but it has so many unintended consequences that it's pretty neat, and I thought I'd include it here. As you can see on screen, we are on Krieg using the Silence the Voices skill, and as you can see, as you go to hit yourself, if you drop the weapon, you can skip that animation and not take any damage. Another one is Gunzerk. If you drop the weapon, it will cancel it. Then the classic of literally just reloading quicker. As you can see, I'm shooting the Hornet, and if I drop it, it pretty much just insta reloads and you don't have to wait for the animation. Last but not least, we have infinite melee and infinite reach. This isn't technically a glitch you actively perform, but it's a glitch within the game that most people aren't even aware of. As you can see, as long as you're above or below an enemy, anything is within reach. As you can see, I jump off the edge and I still hit the guy. So for a pretty extreme example here, I'm falling through the sky, and even though I'm miles above them, I can still get a triple kill just while falling. Next is infinite reach. You either want to find or drop a weapon, make sure to keep it within the crosshair so that little square's still there, then simply hold E and it'll come flying to you. This is pretty good for trolling friends.